What's the difference between Sunni and Shia Islam? Let's do a whiteboard. Today's whiteboard is how are Sunni and Shia different? To understand the difference between the two sects, we need to know where they come from. So both Islamic traditions start out in the exact same place, and that is with the Prophet Muhammad, but they start to diverge in 632 when he died. At this point, we have a breaking point between Sunni and Shia. Let me explain. Ultimately, this was about who would lead Muslims after Muhammad, since he had not appointed a successor, and there was a break. On the Sunni side, they wanted to elect a trusted leader, so they went to this guy. Abu Bakr was a trusted friend of Muhammad and the father of his wife Aisha. So the Sunnis elected him as the very first caliph or successor. The role of the caliph on earth was to be a human appointed that was going to govern the Muslim state. But this is fundamentally different in Shia Islam, where the imam is divinely appointed, and that's because the imam comes directly from the line of Muhammad. For the Shia, it was important that the leader of Islam be directly related to the Prophet Muhammad. Khadija was the first wife of Muhammad, and she was much older, so she died before him. However, they did have a daughter. Fatima marries Ali. This means that Ali is directly related to Muhammad, which is actually great because he eventually becomes the caliph. Ali is recognized as a leader on both sides. This is the last time the sides will agree. But power and succession are dangerous things, so Ali is eventually assassinated. At this point, all hell breaks loose. Ali's son, Hussein, decides that he is not going to accept leadership from anybody else. Famously, Hussein then leads a small group of warriors against the Umayyad dynasty, and by small, I mean very, very small. In Shia tradition, he led 72 warriors against thousands. This is called the Battle of Karbala, and Karbala is in modern southern Iraq. So from this moment, Sunni Islam forms the foundation of an empire, the Umayyad Empire, whereas Shia Islam operates more like a small religious sect. It operates more like an opposition movement within a dynasty. Their numbers are much smaller, but their network is strong. Now let's project that forward into the modern day. In the Islamic world, currently about 85% are Sunni, while around 15% are Shia. The Sunni world is governed by various judicial schools, which interpret the texts of Islam to derive law from them. Meanwhile, the Shia world breaks down into arguments about lines of succession, each with their own geography. This is a general overview of an incredibly complex history. But this is important to talk about because people in power are more than happy to paint the Islamic world with a broad brush. Let me know in the comments if you want me to explain some of the philosophical differences between the two. Also, please do let me know if I got anything wrong here. Also subscribe to my newsletter if you've stayed this long.